Welcome back to Storm Retreat Preparedness. If you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Also, I'd love for everybody to go ahead and share this video and hit that like button. This is what the lakeside beef, let me show you the can of it. Everybody's asked, so by request, we're going to do a prepper pantry meal. This is what the lakeside beef looks like on the inside of it. You can see it does have fat, which any canned beef, the more fat content, the more fat it's going to have. So you can see that layer that had it's melting now. But this is the meal we're going to do. I figure it tastes like cheeseburger macaroni, but I don't know exactly if it tastes like it or not, but we're going to find out. It's got 5 ounces in it. And my wife, her channel is Prepping the Truth Homestead. I'd love for you to be part of that channel too and subscribe there too. She's the one cooking this meal. But I've never eaten one of these or tasted one of these. And let me know in the comments if you've eaten this brand too. There's the cooking instructions on it. And we are using powdered milk. We've been practicing that just in case we can't get a hold of milk if the crap goes down. And we like to cook with it. It tastes as good, or I've got really used to it. I can eat it just as I can milk. And it tastes a lot better than using water to flavor it. But I've been eating this for a while, and we're getting real good prices. We're getting cheaper than we could even can this beef up for. And I like the taste of it. And we've cooked all kinds of different meals with it. I was just in the mood to try this out, so that's what we're doing. See if that flavor out there, since we got that cheap at discount store, this kind. Our Premier Pantry. I think it's going to taste good, but I don't know for sure, but I will. We will tell you. If it tastes as bad, we'll tell you. Would you like to say anything today?
I'm just going to see if I can get this cooked. Get it finished up. We got to drain that beef off too and see it. Got to get these clumps out.
Here she is. All up close and personal. Would you consider yourself a chef? Or just a cook?
I'm not a chef. I don't get paid for this. Chefs get paid.
Alright, let's get back down to business. What exactly was that you got out of that?
Like the fat, like you trim off like cartilage type chunk.
That they left in it?
I don't like.
That I don't either. They do. Unfortunately on that they do leave some of the cartilage. Sometimes I have seen in there, sometimes I haven't. How do you compare this to regular hamburger meat at the store, your taste of it?
I like fresh hamburger meat best, like just cook it and eat it like that. Out of any can, like even my own canned. But it still tastes fine. You just have to drain all the grease off of it. That's your main thing. It's getting all the grease out.
Do you like it better than the regular hamburger meat that you cook? Out of the like Walmart or Aldi's or this?
No, I like fresh better.
Yeah, okay. Which price do you like better, paying Walmart prices or the price I paid for it?
I like anything that's cheaper.
I know y'all knew the answer to that question. I was just going to see what she'd say. I like cheaper better myself. I was going to check out and see if she had a sense of humor today or not. Was that a trick question?
Yeah, that wasn't one of the smartest questions ever.
Well, I get asked all kinds of questions too, so every once in a while I like to ask questions.
Don't ask those kind of questions no more. You know the answer to those.
Well, she's draining the grease off right now. And it does have a lot in it too, don't it? Mm-hmm. A good bit. Yep. I guess that's her meal right there. So she wasted it. Is that right?
That's yours. That's what I'm going to make yours out of. Mm-hmm. For your health.
Yeah, I'm sure that will unclog my arteries. Mm-hmm. That helps get that out, because that has a lot of grease in that, ain't it? After it goes to liquid, that's more than I even thought. Which is mixed with a little water content too, but that's mainly grease. All right, I'm ready to eat to dinner. And if she spills this, I ain't gonna eat it. I'm gonna put it on there. So try not to make no errors on film. I'm not gonna take the time to eat.
Are you trying to see if you can make me make an error?
No, I just honestly, y'all, I just like to be not edit. It takes so much time to edit. I try to get it right the first time. So if she messes up, it's going on film. But it's no big deal. That's human errors. We're gonna do them. It's cooking good now. It really ain't no mess up to me as long as you get that thing together. I'm gonna eat it. Even if it tastes subpar. I'm gonna tell you if it tastes good, just like I said, good or bad.
If it tastes subpar, it's not me.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. And also, seasonings. You're gonna get to do the taste test today. So
I don't taste it.
Today is your day. I just nominated you.
It takes a while. Turn the heat up and get the grease out.
This is sort of a quick meal.
This is not
for a prep meal. I mean, I said sort of because I'm already at 8 minutes right now.
Because we're just now going to get ready to put this in here, and then it's got to cook.
But it's still going to be a lot better, really better for you, and a lot cheaper for a family of 4 that we'll probably have leftovers too. We'll know in a second. I know we will. For a family of 4, so if we eat this same amount right here at a restaurant now, it costs a lot more. Especially y'all know since all the prices went up. And that looks like entirely too much milk to me, but let's find out if I'm wrong.
The noodles are going to soak up the moisture. That's how they
cook off.
That's how they cook. They have to soak up the
moisture. It just looks like way too much. But I understand what you're saying.
If you don't put enough, they're not going to get soft. And I'm not putting all that in there because it calls for 1 pound of meat, and that's a 24-ounce can.
What do you plan on doing with the rest of that meat?
The dog gets to eat part of it because she gets a snack too when we eat. So I always cook her extra meat. So.
Well, I'm ready to see that soak all that up.
Let's see how your cooking expertise is.
I'm just saying it looks just like a lot to me, even if it did call for directions like that. Does it not to you?
No. Because you have to hydrate them noodles.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just...
Then the sauce is going to thicken. So you just stand here and watch it happen.
I'm ready to see this magic happen. Let's see it.
It's going to take a while, though.
I'm just ready to eat it. And we all got our eyeballs on the cook, so if you're right, I'll admit you're right. We'll find out real soon.
This cook might have a few million meals under her belt.
I'm just gonna rate this
filmer
cook.
is waiting to see if he can
find
something this cook didn't do right.
No, I'm just gonna rate the cook. Just like it is. See what kind of, between 1 to 10, what it tastes like.
Seasoning ain't on me. Seasoning come in the package.
I do like to train people, even if it is my wife. Hint, hint.
Good luck training me.
You think you done trained?
Too old to learn new tricks, as they say.
Not with me. I'm learning a new trick right now if you just listen to my advice.
The new trick is a skillet for you. And you're close to it.
Might help me train you more.
Help me train you. You'll learn to listen.
I think I've been trained pretty properly, don't you think?
No. Somebody's training failed.
You got any good advice to other women and wives out there listening?
Keep the skillets. Even if you swap your pots over to this kind right here, keep your cast.
In other words, are you saying keep your men in line?
Well, that's
Roundabout
almost
words.
impossible.
Nah.
You can try.
Us men's good listeners. Ain't we, man? There'll be a bunch of women watching this. And us men does like to eat, which y'all women does too.
We're going to be here for a while. They're going to get to watch the pots roll around. You still think it's got too much milk, don't you?
No comment to
This
the cook.
is going to be fun.
Personally, I think it's got way too much milk, but I know you're going to cook it down just like most women can cook it down too. But the pasta does have to be soft.
Hydrated.
Yeah, and softened up.
It says it's going to take 16 minutes to cook.
Well, I didn't read the instructions, so I'm glad you just told me because I thought this was going to take about 5 to 8
I
minutes
thought
total.
you wasn't quick.
But I was just thinking in my head 5 to 8 minutes, just like
Now, if you have Hamburger Helper, which is the same thing as this, just a different brand, and they're nice enough to put your pasta noodles in a separate package than your seasoning,
yeah.
it's a lot quicker and easier.
This smells pretty good, don't it?
'Cause
Does it smell just like hamburger helper to you?
Sorta. Then you can boil your noodles while you do your meat, and then just add it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't have to stand here for 16 minutes making sure nothing sticks to the bottom of your pan while you try to get it to cook your noodles. Should I go this way or should I go this way? Because that's the only difference you're going to be seeing for a while.
Just go over which way gets the quickest for me to eat.
Is anybody dizzy yet?
It's starting to cook down a little bit. So I guess I was right.
We got a long way to go, bud.
Don't you like me getting credit to myself? Or credit's due?
Your credit's not due there.
Well, didn't I say earlier in the film that it's going to have to cook down? Or was that you?
No, you said, I think you put way too much milk, but we'll wait and see how this goes, I guess.
I'll have to go back and rewatch the video. I think it was you.
I guess you could just blame that on some of the mistakes you make. It might have just come out wrong.
Yeah, I'm so I'm going to say it just come out wrong. I may have to edit this. Because I don't have to eat my words.
Well, if I keep saying it enough, you'll just have no video to edit left. So, do you remember when you said earlier in the video that I had way too much liquid in here?
No comment. Ugh. It is thickening up pretty nicely now.
You just figured that out?
Mm-hmm. I was just testing the cook to see if you was on point with your cooking.
I bet you was.
And just keeping track if you still maybe forgot something.
Okay, well, ladies, you can just leave it in the comments below if you think this way is really good. I'll give him enough stuff to answer.
They know I was just playing.
Yeah.
You got to test the knowledge
They
of a
know
woman's
that you was
cooking every once in a while.
questioning my cooking and you was wrong.
I didn't never say I wasn't wrong. I just said no comment.
That's your pleading the fifth when a guy's wrong on something and he don't want to own up to it.
I might own up to it after I do a taste test if it tastes pretty good. How's that?
Keep it up. You won't get
Will
a
that make
taste
you
test.
happy? It don't want long.
It likes like 12 minutes. This pasta is nowhere near soft. Nowhere near soft.
Starting to smell better. If you give me a little spoon over, I'll go ahead and test. I'll kill it and test out and see how that pasta is.
No, because the pasta is hard. I can feel it with my spoon. Right now, you'd have to crunch it.
Should I tell? I guess I will. I'll take the credit for this whole meal, I guess, even though she's cooking it. She told me to begin with that she should go ahead and cook the pasta separate, like we used to do with Hamburger Helper.
I said it would be quicker. That's why I do Hamburger Helper that way. Because as you see,
the pasta's not tender. I'm just telling you, the women out there and everything, because they may say that you should have done the pasta first to make it tender. That was my idea. I was wanting to go by the instructions to go ahead and.
Well, first off, he wanted to go by the instruction. I'm like, well, now Hamburger Helper tells you to do the same thing, but I don't do it that way because it gets them softer quicker. But this really generic brand puts it all in one package, so you can't boil them separate. Where Hamburger Helper is smart. They put their seasoning in one package and their noodles in another, so you can boil the noodles. And you don't have to stand here till you give out and you pass out in the floor from stirring.
It's looking good. I was just giving a heads up. I was the one that told you not to do that.
Is it looking thick?
But you would have had to separate it. It didn't have the whole mix. I didn't have the whole mix.
You can't separate it in
That's what I was saying. So
you can in Hamburger Helper, which is don't follow the directions on the back of a Hamburger Helper box and put it all in one container. While you cook your meat, boil your noodles in another package, and then assemble it together.
So I got one question for you. You can tell me if I was right or wrong. Was I right then when I told you go ahead and go by the instructions and pour the whole thing in
It's not that you was right. It's that they left you no other option because there's not a brilliant packager.
Because I felt to that package before I even opened it.
Whoever packaged this, you're not smart at all.
Well, whoever done it or whatever, I read the instructions and I thought automatically it's all going to be in there together by filling it.
Well, I knew that by filling it.
Also, that's another reason I told you to go ahead and pour the whole mixture in there. So
you did not help with the cooking of this meal. You read the directions on the back. You didn't give me any new information on how to do anything.
Well, I'm just saying I didn't think you could cook
just like you even said, you got way too much liquid in that, I think. But we'll see how this goes.
But my opinion was that I thought you could just cook it just like it is, even though it's going to take longer, because you would have individually, in my head, get the pasta out one by one, and it would take a lot longer to go ahead, and I had it.
Yeah, but that's
it could have been done. I guess I would have let you do it, but
that's in your head, though.
What, get them out one by one?
Yes. Nobody's going to do that, even for the nuisance of stirring it. But just like I said, if you cook Hamburger Helper, you don't follow the directions on it, because there's a smarter way to do it. And this is not it. See, if you was following directions on all the boxes, you'd be stirring your Hamburger Helper like this when you could cut the time down in half.
I'm just the one going to be the one that eats it and tries this out, so I don't care really how it cooks, as long as it tastes pretty fire. I'm not that choosy. I'm just hungry.
You're going to be hungry for a while.
We're almost 20 minutes, so I hope it ain't going to be a while.
And they're still hard. This is where you can actually cut it down really, really low and put a lid on it and let it sit too. I think the wind's trying to blow stuff over.
I just hope as long as this stuff took to cook and everything's going to be a delicacy, to tell you the truth, because this took 20 minutes almost. We're going to find out if this is better than Hamburger Helper.
I would prefer Hamburger Helper over it. And I haven't tasted it yet. But
give me a spoon right there if you
for
will.
the ease
Here,
of doing it.
I'll go ahead and do it till you get back so it won't burn anything. It's in that non-skillet.
I haven't turned down.
If you will, get me I do need to sample this. Let me let this show them what it looks like.
It looks like something you mixed out of the package. Let's just say, honestly, it does not look like the package.
Nothing like the package. Let me get that package to show y'all again.
It's so light.
It looks sort of like...
Y'all tell me if it looks like the package.
I'll tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like refried beans with some pasta in it with some meat in it. It's what it looks like to me. It looks like that's added to refried beans. Does it to you too? Sort of. Well, good bits too. The truth looks like refried beans. It may taste like it too. Let me find out.
If it tastes like refried beans, we got a big problem because there's no refried beans in that. Have I just wasted 20-something minutes?
Yeah, let me be honest with you. 1 to 10. Buy a Hamburger Helper every single time. Our generic brand.
So I just wasted 20 minutes.
You didn't waste 20 minutes. You wasted 21 minutes and 28 seconds so far.
So should I just let this simmer on down and let the dogs have it?
I'm going to tell you honestly. It's worse than I'm even telling you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and let it just simmer on down and get soft. I'm not even going to try wasting my time.
It's not the lakeside beef, y'all. The meat.
It's not the meat. I can eat the meat right now by itself.
Go ahead and cook it like you would. I'm going to eat this. I want you to taste test it too because I don't know something you can do a taste test. I'm going to let you try it.
I'm not brave.
Okay, go ahead and get you a spoon. Get you because we don't never double it. Go ahead and get you another spoon and let Coop. I want her to try this. 1 to 10.
Dry torture me.
1 to 10. I'm going to have to say, I may be pushing this, but I told you I'd be honest on taste test. I'm going to say a 5.
I gotta cool this, y'all, so it's gonna take a minute.
I'll give him another close-up.
Right there, so it don't fall off.
It does not taste nothing like, make sure it is cool.
Wow.
That's a good and bad. Let anybody know. If there's somebody out there that likes this flavor better than Hamburger Helper, I'll let you taste this. I want you to tell me. Because we could agree to disagree, but to me, it's pretty terrible. It's not ruined or nothing. It's just whoever, the people that created this right here, I'm going to tell you something.
Okay, y'all.
They need to go back to whatever, and their taste buds is messed up. Compared to Hamburger Helper. I honestly thought it was going to compare pretty close to it.
Well, that's right.
The noodles need to cook a little longer, but I'm just talking about the flavor. The flavor's not there. It's subpar.
Okay, what are we going to eat now? Because I can assure you my kids won't eat that. I don't even know that the dog would eat that.
I'm going to tell y'all too now. We've tried this lakeside beef. The beef is awesome. It's just what we put in it that done this.
It's that. Don't get that.
Yeah, don't get that.
Okay.
Just let it cool because it's just about done. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all
we're going to get something else to eat.
Yes, we're going to have to cook something else to eat. And we got dogs.
They'll be happy.
At least you did a taste test. Did it taste as bad as you thought it was going to when I told you that? Because I'm not that choosy either, y'all. I can eat most everything. Just like I said, this is pretty bad.
That's gross.
Yep, it was not good.
That's gross.
Anybody stuck around this long, thank you so much because you got an unbiased taste test.
It tastes worse than it looks.
I'll tell you this. I don't do this much. Hardly ever. But I do not recommend whatsoever to buy this brand. Stay away from it. Thank y'all so much again. Anybody brand new?
Now you know why it was in a discount store.
Yeah. Because it didn't sell.
Nobody want to sell it, buy it on the shelves.
Y'all have a great day and thank y'all for watching. And bye, y'all.